Today on Eagle Nation News, we have a show highlighting the talent of our students. First up, our Eagles walked the runway with the PISD fashion show, and our Mighty Eagle Band is playing under new management. All of this and more on today's edition of Eagle Nation News.
Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. I'm Colton Boston.
And I'm Holden McCurry. Bringing this week's news, Ian starts right now.
Welcome back, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us again here at Studio 301.
For today's forecast, you can expect a high of 82 and a low of 56 with cloudy skies and a lot of humidity throughout the day.
Well, we can't go on with the show without mentioning why we're wearing these purple ribbons.
The purple ribbons are to show our support for cancer survivors. Hey Colton, did you know we actually have an event being held at PHS today?
I did, and it's called Relay for Life. I heard there's games and prizes to win, plus concessions.
Absolutely, Colton. So on that note, be sure to swing by the PHS track from 5 to 9 to show your support and shine a light on raising awareness. And speaking of bright lights, Prosper Fashion just had the spotlight shining on them. Ethan Lee walks the story.
This past Monday, our very own fashion design class participated in a fashion show.
The fashion show is a group collaboration we have across the district with now all 4 high schools, with Richland being open this year. But essentially we take the TEKS, the part of our curriculum that has to do with construction, and we apply it to a fashion show.
But they didn't design with just any idea. They had to follow a theme.
So we started at the beginning of this school year. I want to say about in October we got together for a collaboration day where we chose the theme, and they have essentially voted. It's a democratic process we use. And then once the theme was set, students were tasked with making 2 complete designs, and they could choose anything from the theme that inspired them.
So the theme was nature, and so my first design was inspired by this like slug called the blue angel sea slug, and it's like a blue like fish.
With something as large scale as this, there are definitely some challenges that come with it.
Fashion design and fashion construction is increasingly difficult. So it may be a fabric that they've never used before. So for example, you saw a lot of satin in the fashion show. That's an incredibly hard or difficult fabric to work with. We had one student in particular, her dress was amazing at the end, but she made 4 separate attempts at creating the corset so that it would be perfect.
With my corset, it was really hard because I had to make it like not even. It was more asymmetrical, and it was really hard to be able to do that with all the boning and all the different pieces to it.
I would say definitely making ruffles with the kind of fabric I had. I had almost a very stretchy chiffon kind of fabric, and let's just say it was really, really complicated. So making ruffles was definitely probably my biggest struggle with that one.
The fashion show wasn't just something to do. It was also a place to see fellow designers and their crafts.
I really enjoyed seeing everyone's designs. I think it was really cool to see the creativity coming from everyone else and the quality of all the other designs.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Ethan Lee.
Some of the fashion designers even modeled their own designs.
Yes, Holden, and from showing off local fashion designs to showing off local produce, Maddie Kep is in Salina with more on scene at the Salina Market.
Thanks, Colton. In the heart of downtown Salina, the monthly Friday night market is officially in full swing. From 6 to 9 p.m., the square is the place to be. It's free to attend. There are over 60 local vendors tonight, so whether you're looking for some seasonal produce, fresh eggs, or free-range meats, the homegrown selection is incredible. If you're into unique finds, there is plenty of handmade jewelry and artisanal crafts to browse. And don't worry about dinner, because between local downtown restaurants and food trucks, these smells are amazing. Plus, there will be live music from local talent, providing the perfect soundtrack of the night. It's all about supporting locals and connecting with your neighbors. Come on down to the square to kick your weekend off right. That's all I have. Back to you guys at the desk.
In case you can't attend the market tonight, the town of Salina will be hosting another marketplace on May 1st and throughout the rest of the year. To learn more, you can visit Life in Salina's website below.
From producing fruits to producing concerts, Don't Go Talent Talk is up next with all the new hit releases.
Prosper Color Guard try-its for students that would like to try Color Guard before auditions. There is no experience necessary. They'll teach you everything you need to know. Please bring a water, a snack, wear athletic clothes, and athletic sneakers. The auditions will be held on April 28th, 29th, and 30th. Students should plan on attending all 3 days of auditions. The 2026-2027 team will be announced after school on May 1st. Now for some very important information. Prom is coming up and you do not want to miss a ticket to paradise. You can go on Hometown to purchase your ticket and make sure you vote for Prom King and Queen. Round 1, seniors nominate April 20th through the April 23rd. Top nominees are announced on April 24th. Round 2, juniors and seniors will vote for our top nominees April 28th through May 1st. King and Queen will be announced at prom on May 2nd. Today is Relay for Life. From 5 to 9:30, come out to the track, play fun games, eat snacks, and walk laps at Carnival Fur Cure. Want Minga points for watching today's show? Today's Minga code is LIFE, all lowercase.
With the latest in music,
Gretchen Seifert's in studio with more.
Thank you, Colton. Let's start off on a high note. Somber has officially announced his massive first ever arena tour, You Are the Reason. Taking to Instagram on April 13th, the Grammy-nominated artist shared his excitement with fans stating, "I'm so excited to announce my first arena tour coming to North America." This 37-day run follows his standout performance at Coachella and marks a major milestone in his skyrocketing career. But don't worry, he's coming to the Dallas area October 18th at 7:30 p.m. at the American Airlines Center. I personally already know I'm buying tickets as he has been on my playlist for a very long time now. But staying on the topic of massive tours and even bigger performances, we all saw Justin Bieber's iconic performance at Coachella, or what fans are calling Bieberchella. Moving away from his typical high production, Bieber opted for a minimalist storytelling approach. He spent a significant portion of the set on a laptop, revisiting his digital roots by singing along to his original YouTube covers and viral clips that launched his career 2 decades ago. Let's take a look at one of these videos.
You guys remember this song? How far back do you guys go? But are you guys really there for this? You guys remember?
Singing, he really brought his old Justin Bieber back to life. From one celebrity to the next, Lana Del Rey has just surprise released First Light, the official theme for the upcoming video game 007, First Light. Co-written with veteran Bond composer David Arnold, the track fulfills a long-standing fan desire for Lana to join the Bond musical. The single returns to her roots in honeymoon era, featuring lyrics that explore the origins of young 007 through her signature lens of tragic glamour. Released just yesterday, the song is already being praised for its vintage production and the vocal precision that has come to define her recent live performances. Colton, Holden, are you a fan of Justin Bieber or Somber back at the desk?
You know, Gretchen, growing up with an older sister, I was always around anything Justin Bieber, and I would say that I'm a pretty big fan of his older music.
Yeah, Colton, I haven't listened to much Justin Bieber recently, but I can't lie, some of his 2010s music is pretty good.
Yes, and another group successful in music is not an artist, but our Prosper Mighty Eagle Band, which is going through a lot of changes themselves. Ben Clark plays the story.
At the end of the year, the Prosper Band will say goodbye to their distinguished director, Mr. Rensenbrink.
The main reason I'm leaving Prosper is to pursue a graduate degree in conducting from the University of Houston. You know, it opens doors to teach at the collegiate level, which would be really exciting to kind of teach the next wave of band directors coming through.
Students will miss the time spent with Mr. Rensenbrink.
There's a lot, but I think, you know, the biggest one for us was the first time we made it back to state marching contest in 2023. It was a really satisfying experience.
He has left an impact on me and inspiring me, wanting to help this band even more, trying to push this band to its true potential, because we've seen that ever since he was head director, we've been developing progress in the program.
Prosper, though, has already looked ahead, with just last week announcing the hiring of their new director, Mr. Rylan Guidry.
I've I had conversations with Mr. Guidry, especially during our recent meeting in Band 101. It has gotten me really excited to being able to work with him and see what we can do.
I've known Mr. Guidry for a long time. We both went to the University of Houston together. You know, I think something that he's going to bring to the organization is a complete another level of detail and organization, really kind of push them to that next level.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Ben Clark.
Prosper is still preparing, with next year's marching show being announced to the public later this spring.
Yeah, I really can't wait to see them perform at next year's football games.
Yes, and speaking of football, don't go anywhere. Game Time is up next.
Here we go!
With the latest in playoffs,
The birthday boy Declan Vetter is in studio with this week's sports update.
Thanks, Colton. Starting it off on the course, the boys varsity golf team headed to Tangle Ridge Golf Club on Monday and Tuesday to compete in the UIL 6A Region 1 golf tournament. Following this, the girls also competed in the UIL 6A Region 1 golf tournament on Wednesday. Pitching it over to the diamond, the Prosper Eagle baseball team took on the Princeton Panthers at Princeton High School and absolutely dominated with a winning score of 7-1. Hitting over to the softball field, the Lady Eagle softball team also took on Princeton yesterday and won with a commanding 8-2 victory. Now serving to the tennis court, the boys and girls varsity tennis teams are competing in the UIL 6A Region 1 tennis tournament at the courts of McKinney today at 8. Running it over to the track, the boys and girls track and field teams compete in the UIL 6A Area 5-6A meet at Denton-Braswell High School today at 9. Hitting it over to the diamond again, the Eagle baseball team takes on Princeton at Prosper High School today at 7:30, so make sure to support them. Following this, the Lady Eagle softball team takes on Plano West today at 7:15 at Plano West High School. Tomorrow, the boys and girls tennis team compete in the UIL 6A Region 1 tennis tournament at the courts of McKinney at 8 a.m. Finally, a huge congrats to the Eagle baseball team beating the Allen Eagles last Friday and Saturday with scores of 5-2 and 4-3. Shifting to professional sports, the NBA and NHL playoffs are starting this weekend. Those sports in the playoffs are always crazy electric, and I'm super pumped. For the NHL, I feel the Stars will make a good run this year, starting off with a good game against the Wild. For the NBA, however, I feel the Knicks will have a great run playing the Hawks first on Saturday. Who are you guys rooting for at the desk?
yeah, the Stars series against the Wild starts at 4:30 tomorrow, and it would be such a good birthday gift for not only you, Declan, but also you, Colton, if they could pull out a dub.
Yes, it would be a huge birthday gift, with the Stars coming off of a previous 5-4 win against the Wild last Thursday, but it will just be an incredibly close series between the two. I just really hope that the Miro Heiskanen injury doesn't affect the Stars too much, as it will be determined if he's fit to play tomorrow morning. But that's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. Thank you for letting us tell your stories. Once again, I'm Colton Boston.
And I'm Holden McCurry. Have a great weekend, and
Go Eagles.